Good morning, learners. How are you all? I hope you are blessed and highly favored. I'm also doing good. You guys are doing excellent. In fact, this class, 4 class, you are awesome. The work that I've been marking so far is on point. It tells me that indeed when you go to the site, you take your time, you read the instruction, and look at the video carefully before you do it. Keep it up. Today we are going to look at different indicators. And our indicator for today is expanded form. Expanded form. The word expand should give you idea of what we are going to do. Expand. So if you look at this digit that we have over here, we are going to expand it. So somebody will say this digit is too small. We want to make it what? Long. So how do we expand it? It's very easy. Look at it. Now, this is how we expand. You have been given this digit over here for you to expand. Your answer for the expansion is something simple. My student, this is what you do. You take the first digit on your left, which is the 4. You have the 4. Then you count the digit behind it. How many digits do you have behind it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these 5 digits should change to 0. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you bring addition sign, which is the plus. Move on to the next digit, which is the 9. How many digits do you have behind the 9? It is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You bring your addition sign, you move on to the next digit, which is the 3. You write your, sorry, it is 4. So you write the 4, then you check the digit behind it, which is what? 3. So you change it to 0s. Then you move on to the next one, which is the 3. So we have 3. We have 2 digits behind the 3, so it will also become 0. Bring your addition sign, come to the 7. The digit behind it is 1, so you have only 1 0. Then the last digit on your right is 2. There's no digit behind it, so that one is going to be a single number. You can easily identify that the digit behind or the zeros keeps on what? Reducing. It keeps on what? Reducing. So this can also help you as a student to do the work fast. If you write and the first digit is 6, or you have 6 digits behind it, which are the zeros, quickly the next one will give you 5. The next one will give you 4, on and on and on till you get your answer. Let's look at another example. So, our last example for today. Let's say we have 508402. Good. Now this one we have zeros in between it. We have 2 ways of writing this word. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use all the 2 examples for you. The one that you like, you choose it and use it to do your assignment. Good. So the first one, I'm just going for the normal one, which we have what? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So quickly write your zeros, 5 zeros behind it. Bring your addition sign. We have 0. Don't forget this is 0. So write the 0. Then how many digits behind the 0? 4. Quickly add 4 zeros to it. Move on to the next one, which is 8. How many digits? We have 3 digits behind it. Write your 4. How many digits behind it? 2. You write it. 0. Write that 0. How many digits behind the 0? It's 1. Then the single number will come, which is what? The 2. Good. This is one way of writing the answer. Somebody can also decide to write it like this. Or, let's look at it. And you get the same thing. You write the 5. How many digits behind it? We know it's 5. Let's quickly write it. We have the 5. Plus, since we have 0 over here, you can decide not to write the 0. You can decide not to write this 0. So you move on to the next one, which is what? The 8. But don't forget, when you write the 8, please don't include this 0 to it. You write the 8. How many digits are behind the 8? It's 3. So you write it like this. Then you move on to the next one, which we have the 4. How many digits behind it? 2. Add it. Look at it again. We have another 0 over here. You can decide not to write this 0. So you move on to the next digit, plus 2. Good. So somebody can also write the answer like this. At the end, when we sum it up, we'll get the same answer. And we look at the summation of it. or writing it in short form in our next lesson. So please, when we have zeros in the date, be very careful how you are going to write your answer. You can choose any of this to do your work. This brings us to the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you play the video several times to get understanding. Then do your assignment, snap it and send it to me on WhatsApp. See you in the next class. Bye bye.